friends, and welcome to another BookTube video. I have restarted this BookTube channel quite a few times over the years, if you haven't been here for a while, and it's never really stuck. And I think maybe part of that is because I've never done the new BookTuber tag. So that is what we're going to do today. If you have any questions or anything you would like to know about me further, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will do my best to respond to all of them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. The first question is, why did you start this vlog? Well, I love books. I read a lot. I have been reading for longer than I can remember. I work part-time at a small bookstore. I really enjoy talking about books. I used to work at Barnes & Noble. It's been about 2 years since I've left. Since I've left there, I've noticed that I don't get to talk about books as much as I used to, even with working part-time at the bookstore. It was every single day, and I was working around people who love books, and all of my friends are just like, yeah, it's a book. Yeah, you read a lot. Moving on. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Well, in the past, I have done a couple of cooking videos, like my Ash Princess reading vlog, and I've really enjoyed doing that, so I kind of want to do some more vlogs where it's just like cooking a recipe based on the book that I'm reading, because there are quite a few different ones that focus a lot on food, a lot more than you would think. And then also, there have just been a lot of really cool videos out there, like Books and Lala did a childhood favorites series that I kind of want to do something similar to. And I go on a lot of adventures with my dog, and I want to do like a whole adventure series where we're just going and reading books and having a grand old time and seeing what we can get to see. What are you most excited for? And I'm guessing this question is in terms of BookTube. And that is just getting to know and getting to talk to a lot of people who like books just as much as I do. And just being around people who like books. The next question is, why do you love reading? You know, I honestly don't know why I love reading as much as I do. It's just something that I've done for literally my entire life. Like all of my earliest memories are around reading. Some of my happiest childhood memories involve books, like getting to go to the Harry Potter midnight releases or some of like the coolest things that I got to do as a kid. And I think there's just something really satisfying, especially now, about being able to escape to a world where the good guys might actually have a chance of winning. What book or series got you into reading? I actually have a very solid answer for this. When I was a kid, growing up, I learned how to read sitting on my dad's lap in the rocking chair in the evenings while he read us stories. My sister and I would follow along and always laugh when he did the really cool voices. And then by the time I was in about kindergarten, I could read pretty well on my own, and I was starting to read chapter books, but the one that I always remember is really cementing my love of reading is Redwall by Brian Jakes. The next question, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Honestly, just how do you keep finding the motivation to keep putting out great content? Like, I love filming, I love reading, I love editing videos, but I guess, I don't know. I know a lot of you work full-time jobs on top of doing all of this, and I am just always blown away by everybody who manages to still read like 80, 90 books, put out 200 to 300 videos a year, and still have time to have a life. Like, how do you keep finding the motivation to do that? This next question kind of relates to that, and that is, what challenges do you think starting a new vlog will be the hardest for you to overcome? And that is just keeping that motivation going. Next question is, when did you start reading? And as I've mentioned in the last couple of questions, I don't actually remember when I started reading. I can tell you when I started reading chapter books, but when I actually started reading on my own, couldn't tell you. Where do you read is the next question. I think the better question is, where don't I read? I will literally read everywhere. I will pick up a book when I'm at the drive-thru at Arby's, like last night, because they were taking forever with my food. I'll read in the shower, listening to an audiobook. I'll read walking down the road, like sometimes not with an audiobook, sometimes just when I was in high school, walking down the crowded hallways, I had a book up in front of my face all the time. So I will literally read everywhere, anywhere, anytime. I am happy to be reading always. Like, even when movie theaters were still open, I would have a book on my phone and would be reading in the previews. I have problems. It's okay. This is why I'm here on BookTube, because all of you guys are like this, right? And then the final question is, what kind of books do you like to read? There are like 5 different ways I could answer this question, all of which are honest. It really just depends. I know that's a cop-out answer, but I predominantly read fantasy and sci-fi. That said, some of my favorite books are contemporaries, but for those to really resonate with me, they have to do something above the bare minimum that I feel like a lot of contemporary books put out. So I will read anything. I hate reading for the most part. There's a caveat to this, so just stay tuned. Are mystery and thrillers, but on the flip side of that, one of my all-time favorite books for both fantasy, sci-fi, or, real world contemporaries is Girl with Dragon Tattoo. Like, hands down, it is one of my all-time favorite books. Welcome officially to my channel. I do plan on doing a wide variety of different videos. If you have any video suggestions that you would like to see, feel free to let me know, as I would love to give it a go. I will try to find recommendations for everybody, because I truly do believe that if you say you're not a reader, you just have not found a book for you, and I would love to be able to find that book for you. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, and if we hit 100 subscribers by the end of September, I know we have a long way to go, but I'm gonna shoot for the moon, I might do a little special video and maybe a stream, and maybe even a giveaway. So subscribe! What do you have to lose, You don't even have to watch the videos if you don't want to. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!